So you're not entitled to this. You weren't entitled to see me trade a live account. You weren't entitled to me to spend my days proving something that majority of you already believe. But I understand. Okay, it's reasonable to be skeptical. Okay. Some of you will say, well, this doesn't prove anything. Someone could get lucky this many times. And granted, I would say, yeah, but I did lots of transactions to prove that, number one contract, I can pull this account out of any drawdown, and I can do it quickly, and I don't need to do 15 contracts with a discount rate. I don't need to do any of those types of, in my opinion, over leveraging. So I showed examples of what it looks like if you overtrade. You can see the costs associated with that, and also you can see when the trader gets their mindset corrected and they go back to why they're doing what they're doing. They're not in the business to take lots of executions. That's not what this is about. This is about taking things that make sense. Now, the logic behind every one of these setups is not important. Now, some of you are like, what? It's not important. No, it's not important. Because the first hurdle you're going to have when you're trading with live money is money management. You're going to have to learn to respect the equity in your account. The only way that you're going to determine whether or not you respect it is how do you handle drawdown. Drawdown is when you have losses mounting and the equity starts to reduce. Now that can be a sudden drawdown reduction, or it could be a gradual reduction of the equity. Either one is painful. The sharp, quick, sudden drawdown, that tends to be horrific in the eyes of a new trader. The gradual erosion of equity over time, while very uncomfortable, it's better from the perspective of a new student or new trader seeing that versus a 30%, 40% drawdown. Now, I took the account, if I'm not mistaken, you can go take a look at the account on the 14th of February. The equity, I believe, dropped down about 20% or so. And then I took the account up almost 60% from there. So if you look at it from a profitable stance, is the ability for me to take the account using what I teach you all here for free. Can those concepts pull the account up from drawdown into a position of profitability? I have now shown proof of that. I've shown that the account can be taken into drawdown multiple times and pulled out and still not blow out the account in 90 days. I did not overtrade with leverage that would be unreasonable because I'm using the margin that TD Ameritrade forced on me. I could only do one contract. So one contract with, in my opinion, again, this is all I'm trying to address, okay? What is reasonable for a new student that goes from demo to live trading? In my opinion, and I've said this before, I've said it many times throughout my videos, but both in mentorship, grade, or public YouTube. And when I was on Baby Pips, and I did it in text, posting on their forum, I said this multiple times. What I believe is reasonable and realistic, I just showed you. I pushed the button. Okay, this is money I'm going to have to pay taxes on, obviously. I paid commission costs. It's not hindsight. The statements you have now in your hot little hands, okay? So understand that just because I can do these types of things, I'm not obligated to. But I'm willing to if it helps one person overcome their concern about the lies and things that are said about me. If that's what I have accomplished by doing this, like I posted on my community tab this evening, then it's worth it. It'll be worth it because you will eventually get to where you want to be at, and then you'll reach out to me and email and say, thank you very much for doing what you did. And then I'll be appreciative and I'll say, congratulations, and that'll be it. You're not sending me money. I'm not trying to sell you a program to use. I'm not promising you a ball and chain that you have to use this, you have to pay for it, you have to stay in contact with me or it won't work anymore. I'm giving you independence. I'm giving you financial literacy. And I just want to see what all you do. Like, I'm genuinely interested in that. I want to see what all of you can accomplish with it. It's fascinating to me. So, here we are. We're at that crossroads again, that 2022 crossroads, where there's more evidence and more proof supplied by good old ICT, dispelling rumors, myths, and lies with hard facts. I used the broker that the young lady from Talking Options pushed the button. You gotta push the button, baby. Well, baby, I've been pushing the button, and I'll be pushing the button the rest of this year. And I'm gonna be visiting you at Christmas. Now, I already know you're not gonna pay up to $75,000, but I just want to make good on my promise to you that you said you wanted to see 12 months of live trading statements. Okay, well, here's 3 of them. The next will be coming as we go through each month. They'll be documented. And when we get to Christmas, it's going to be December to remember. Not just for her, but for a special individual. I got something reserved real nice. It's almost like a birthday present too. So, when you see things like this, understand I'm not beating my chest, because this is nothing. Nothing. In 8 weeks, with doing all kinds of things, answering questions that are given to me by my students, can you show how to do this? And can you show how to do that? It's not important for all of those things to be shown here. I only promised you that I would show you live results. Now, I can sit down and say, okay, this is what the model suggests I should do. And this is what I should do in the morning. This is going to be my routine. And I'm going to be looking for this. And I'm going to execute on that idea. And I'm going to manage the position. And I'm going to take a trade. And it's either going to pay out or it's not. And if it doesn't pay out, then I'll have to mitigate that loss. I will do that with this account. And it will be shown on this YouTube channel. But I want you to take what I'm supplying this year and give me the comfort of going back to teaching openly in demo and not have any qualms about that. Okay? The things I can do in demo, I can do here. Period. Okay? Does it make you more money? Did you get a deposit into your trading account by me showing you what I did with a live account here? No. Did it improve your trading? No. Did it prove that I don't blow the account out in 90 days guaranteed with 95% drawdown? No. It doesn't prove that at all. I've dispelled that here like I promised I would. It's the same account. It's with a reputable broker. And yes, there's some tomfoolery going on, but you have to record your trades. And honestly, during the drawdown periods, they really didn't mess with me at all. But in March, that day where they were rejecting my orders, I literally tried to log in with my cell phone, another laptop, and a tablet, all of which they were saying it was invalid account and or invalid symbol, and I was trading directly from the chart in TD Ameritrade in the Thinkorswim platform. So it can't be invalid symbol. It can't be an invalid account because I'm literally executing right off the chart. Then, that particular day, the buy at market and sell at market hot buttons, once I saw the setup forming, I pressed the button to try to get into the trade. Going in the market, 99.999% of the executions you watched here, all market orders. All market. Okay, market in, market out. Only a few of them were limit exits and such. That particular day in March, where they were rejecting my orders, once I got in a trade, it was not at the best position for me to get in, but I took it and said, okay, I'm not going to complain about that. The trade dropped in my favor, and then I wanted to put a limit order in. It wouldn't let me do it. And I said, okay, well, I'm not sure what's going on here. Let me just exit it out right now and just buy the market and cover. No, it was rejected. And I'm like, okay, something's wrong here. I knew that news was coming out, and I didn't want to get caught in that backdraft and let it come back against me and give up the $900 and some dollars or whatever it was I was in profit. So I'm trying to close it just underneath $1,000 gain. It won't let me do it. So now I go to my cell phone. I'm logging in there. It's rejecting it there too. I'm like, oh, here we go. When I said I was doing litmus tests, when I was constantly putting in orders, it's one contract, okay? What I'm judging is the length of time before that broker B-books me. And then once you're B-booked, you'll have things where there's a delay from execution from when you put it in the trade, and there's a lag before you actually get in. Or when you're trying to get out, it lags. And then you get those problems because they know that you're not going to be around much longer. So they're just going to take you to your grave quicker. That's my opinion, okay? But here I am, I'm trying to get out of that trade, and they won't let me. So I'm trying to put a stop loss in so that way if the market goes up there to a point at which I'm willing to accept the fact that it's not going to let me get out where I want to get out at, but if it goes to this level, at least I'm walking out with something. Nope, won't let me do that either. So I go to press the flat button, just click that and kills everything. It's grayed out. When I say grayed out, usually when you're looking at the hot buttons, they're vibrant, they're right there, you can click on them. The flat button is grayed out. It's there, but I can't execute it. I can't click it. It's unclickable. So I'm thinking, okay, let me go into my other laptop. And this is all happening in like minutes, like 1, 2, 3 minutes. Now I'm thinking, oh no, because something's going to come out. You know, maybe they dropped a bomb somewhere, you know, all this Ukraine stuff. I had me thinking, I'm going to get caught in a riptide and it's going to rip my face off. Finally, I said, no, I'm going to use this support tab. And I clicked on that and said, hey, why is my trades not executing? I just want to let you know, and you see it in the portion of this video. I'm actually communicating with them and saying, I record my trades and I got all of this documented. So whatever happens, you're going to make good on this is what I'm basically saying. But the representative was very cordial. There was another transaction of exchanges between us that was not recorded in here. They didn't record it. I thought I was satisfied with what he had told me at that point. But basically he was assuring me that there was some disconnection between the broker, their broker, and the CME. Now, my only issue with that is I know a lot of people, and I know a lot of people that were in TD Ameritrade. I know a lot of people that trade with other brokers that trade these instruments.